1 week ago, I uploaded a video to my YouTube channel titled Tati. This video was a direct response to the video that Tati Westbrook uploaded to her channel titled By Sister. Before I say anything at all in this video, I want to make it very, very clear that everything I said in that video in regards to my sentiments towards Tati and my apology, I stand behind one. Throughout the next several hours, I made countless attempts to text both Tati and her husband James, and many phone calls as well, trying to reach them, all of which they did not respond to. And later on that night, while sitting in my hotel in San Francisco, because I could not reach Tati, I issued a public apology directly on my Instagram because I really wanted to make sure she saw that I was sorry, and I wanted to end the situation by taking full responsibility for my actions. Over the next several days, I made countless attempts to contact both Tati and her husband James on all their different phone numbers. I texted and called Tati's business number, her family number, and also James's personal phone number as well. After a full entire week of trying to reach out and handle things in private with Tati and her husband James and getting no response, I figured at this time it'd be best to just respect their space, give them their privacy, and that whenever Tati was ready, she would reach back out to me to handle things in private and hopefully move on with our friendship. That is everything in regards to the Instagram stories. Now that we've talked about that, I want to discuss a few of the things in Tati's video that were misleading and false.
The reason that James always said that he couldn't promote Halo on his channel and really do heavy endorsement was because he has a teenage audience and it would just be inappropriate.
Now, this line was just confusing to me, mostly because this conversation never actually happened. If you guys know my channel, you would know that I don't really do dedicated product reviews ever, which is what Tati is known for. But even though that is the case, I've still multiple times talked about her products on all my social media networks. I have to word that, okay, I forgot to say too. Hello. I'm going to a really important event later on tonight. My best friend.
We are going to a very important event.
Yes, this is true. And this is a very important launch to me because it is my best friend Tati. She's launching something new on Halo Beauty. Super proud of her. By the time this video is out, it'll already be up. So go check it out. Promo for Tati. Love you the most.
Who doesn't need a little beauty boost every now and then? Two of the following statements are real claims made by the original Halo Beauty Booster supplement.
Oh!
Which are the real ones?
Can I just say I love you guys for putting a Halo question in there.
We originally
I love you for that.
I just received my package from Halo Beauty. This is Tati's brand new brand. I did not tell Tati that I was buying these, but I did pay for these myself because I just wanted to support her, and I'm so happy. I know she's getting a lot of backlash on this, which is making me so mad because I know she's worked so hard on these for the past several years now. Congratulations, Tati. I love you literally so much, and I'm very, very proud of you and all your hard work. I do want to keep this video strictly based on facts and receipts, but one of the most hurtful things Tati did in her video was bring up my mom and question her parenting. No tears this time. My mom is the strongest woman I have ever met. She is kind, she is creative, and she is caring. She is a cancer survivor, and she balances a marriage, a full-time job, and raising 2 boys with absolutely crazy lives. She's taught me so much in the past, and when I've made a mistake, she has never turned to public humiliation as a form of punishment. All that being said, I love my mom, and I think she's doing a damn good job, if I do say so myself.
The last phone conversation that James Charles and I had, he said some things telling me about a situation that happened in Seattle at my birthday, and it literally made me want to vomit. Oh my God, you tried to trick a straight man into thinking he's gay yet again, and somehow you're the victim. You know, it's really disgusting to manipulate someone's sexuality, especially when they are still, emerging into adulthood and don't quite have everything figured out. You are using your fame, your power, your money to play with people's emotions, and you're doing that to have them behave sexually in your favor, even if they're straight. And you know what? That's not okay. And how dare you laugh about it and make meme after meme and retweet and this and that, and I love straight boys, and make it a joke. Because this behavior is not normal, it's not okay. Cracking someone's sexuality is not an escape room.
First of all, I'm a 19-year-old virgin. I talk about boys quite a lot on my social media networks. Clearly at this point, it is not acceptable anymore. We're talking about that in a little bit, I promise you. But just thought I would bring it up, put it out into the universe. I don't really get a lot of action. We have probably guessed this at this point. So that being said, I have never and would never and will never use my fame, money, or power to manipulate or get any sexual actions from a guy. That is disgusting. It is not me. And the fact that Tati brought this up blows my mind because she knows the real story. The story that we're talking about here is a situation that happened when I was in Seattle for Tati's surprise party with a boy named Sam. Now, I'm going to tell you the full story since everybody seems to be leaving out literally every single detail. In Tati's video, she mentioned that she was disgusted and had to apologize to her family for me apparently saying things that I wanted to do to a waiter and then justifying those actions by saying, I am a celebrity. Okay, this literally did not happen. What did upset and also confused quite a lot of people. So in order to provide a little bit more context, I would like to play a clip from Tati's friend Jeffree Star's video titled The Truth About My Relationship.
I was single for a long time, and the reason why is because I am really not attracted to anyone but what we call in this world as a straight male or a normal dude. And what I mean by that is, like, you know, I am really into straight guys, and I know that is going to not be surprising to a lot of you. So, you know, from just traveling everywhere and meeting dudes all the time and being around that world for so long, I really kind of fell into a trap of always being someone that was kept like the secret. And when you are someone like me who is, you know, I get asked all the time, even every day on my channel, you guys, I get comments, are you a guy? Are you a girl? Are you transgender? Are you trying to transition? What are you? Being someone that is like me, that is a guy that looks like a woman, right? I keep doing this because so many people are not into labels these days, and I love that. I'm all about that. You do you, call yourself whatever you want, whatever you believe in. I think that is the beauty and the freedom of, you know, living, is we can be whoever we want to be. I've always been into straight men, and the problem with that my entire life is I never found real love, because straight men behind closed doors, they love people like me, they love hooking up, they love having fun, they love the relationship as long as other people don't know.
I really like this clip from Jeffree's video because not only is everything in it very accurate, but I honestly feel like he did a great job of explaining a topic that is very confusing and complex and that not a lot of people understand, including me fully, to be honest. Yes, as a gay man, I am attracted to men, and in the past, whenever I have found a guy cute on Instagram or on social media, I have slid in the DMs with a simple hello or a nice compliment. If anybody ever made it clear that they were not interested or were not gay and didn't want to talk, I always apologized for the unwanted attention, and the conversation was put to a halt immediately. I do take full responsibility for sending these messages, and this situation has definitely taught me that sending messages that are so forward and direct like this are unacceptable, and I no longer will do that moving forward. A few different guys that I've talked to in the past have since came forward with their stories or posted screenshots of conversations that I had with them saying that I made them feel uncomfortable, and reading some of them, I honestly felt really, really bad. I reached out to all the boys directly and apologized to them for my actions. But aside from those few guys, people are treating hashtag James Charles' over party as an open invitation to add to the narrative with lies, which is not only harmful to me, but it's also creating very, very dangerous stereotypes around the LGBTQ+ community. For example, Zara Larsson, who's a pretty big singer, tweeted saying that I messaged her boyfriend multiple times knowing he was straight. And this tweet got almost 500,000 likes before it was deleted. In her defense, she did later on say that it was only one message, but it was way too late because the media had already ran with it, saying that I was harassing straight men and wouldn't leave him alone. Had I known that he was dating Zara Larsson, I clearly never would have messaged him in the first place, but this is all very hypocritical considering this is how Zara Larsson found her boyfriend. I'd like to pose a question to you, the audience, and ask, why is it okay for Zara Larsson, a woman with a public platform, to tweet these photos of a shirtless man and say, who are you, where do you live, how old are you, why are you so fine, and how do you like your eggs cooked in the morning? But for me, as a gay man, to DM the same person in private with a simple compliment is predatory. These stereotypes around gay men have been and continue to be very, very harmful to the community and have been historically used to villainize gay men in society. Someone completely fabricated a whole entire story about me touching another boy in a high school urinal, and it blew up. This person came forward a few days later saying that it was a social experiment, but it was too late. People also completely photoshopped Twitter DMs of me reaching out to these people, threatening legal action if they were to tweet more things, when in reality I have literally not even been on social media, and I deleted the Twitter app from my phone. So all these things are just so false and are so fake, and it's truly disgusting. Also, pretty much every boy that I've ever even communicated with at this point is posting screenshots of our conversation to make a spectacle of me. I've dealt with so many fake stories in the past, from Coachella, the fake sex tape, and now this, and I'm done. I'm done being the subject of these bandwagon stories for likes. It's not okay. Now that we've addressed and cleared the air on the boys, let's get back to our timeline, because somehow there's still a whole lot more to this story and more claims as well. In Tati's video, she said that she felt she needed to bring all of this to the public eye because people needed to know what's going on behind the scenes, and I truly cannot believe that I'm about to bring up what I'm going to bring up, but I feel the same exact way. On Monday, May 6th, Jeffree posted this tweet to his Twitter, which I instantly started getting tagged in. After this tweet and a few other ones from him and his friends, I decided to reach out to him and ask if there was something going on that I should be aware of. He replied to me and he said that it was not about me and that it was about another brand stealing his ideas. This message was in a voice memo, which has since disappeared from the screenshot. You'll just have to believe me. I have literally no reason to lie at this point. Even though he said it wasn't about me, I still asked to talk to him, but he said he was unavailable. A few hours later, while I was getting ready for the Met Gala, I got this text from Jeffree. Concerned but mostly really confused, I reached out to him about meeting together in private in hopes to speak together and figure out the misunderstanding, but he didn't reply. 3 days later, still no response. I decided to reach out again, but he was not available to talk. I flew to Australia on May 8th, and on May 10th, hours before my scheduled meet and greet appearance where 5,000 fans were already waiting outside, I was woken up at 4 in the morning by my friend because Tati had just uploaded her video titled "Bye Sister." Watching Tati's video, it was very clear to me that my friend was still very hurt, and even though I had already apologized both privately and publicly, I wanted to make a video right then and there with my raw and honest emotions. But because of the time difference, it took me an extra few hours to film the video and get it up, and by the time I was about to hit publish, I received yet another text from Jeffree Star. I've already cleared up Sam and our night together being 100% consensual. He was absolutely not trapped in a hotel room, but Jeffree also brings up Zach. Zach is his boyfriend Nate's brother, and not only did I not pursue Zach, who identifies as mainly straight, but it was actually Jeffree who suggested that I talk to him in the first place.
Hey, Nate's brother is single and mainly straight. Right up your alley.
Sounds good.
And he
Sounds great for me.
and he just moved here. Work.
Zach and I talked on Snapchat for maybe a total of 10 selfies back and forth to each other. He was super sweet, but it was very clear to me that he was not actually interested, and the conversation stopped before anything could even get remotely flirty at all. With everything going on, I did not reply to Jeffree's text in the moment. A few days later, on Monday, I woke up again in the middle of the night from a phone call from my little brother Ian, who was very upset. He told me he had tweeted saying, "Why do people act so tough online?" about somebody from his hometown who was bullying him, and Jeffree Star, of all people, had quote tweeted Ian's tweet saying, "Why is your brother a predator? Why did you really move back to New York City? Exactly, shut the fuck up." Many people were quick to call out Jeffree for bullying a kid who had nothing to do with the situation literally at all, and he deleted the tweet. After this, I went to check my phone and noticed that Jeffree had texted me a few minutes prior, and I opened my phone to this. I really want to read this text out loud just so you all get to hear exactly what I had to read, but also so I don't miss anything. Grayson is going on camera shortly to finally tell the world how you tried to molest him and touch him in his sleep and made him uncomfortable for months, you sick motherfucker. Next, Zach will be going on camera to tell how twisted and sick you were, trying to get him to like you and then make him feel bad when he didn't want to send you photos back. Then Sam from Seattle will be joining me and Cameron to talk about you trapping him in his hotel room. You need to be locked in prison for a very long time. You need the internet taken away from you. You are a danger to society. As disgusting as it is, I have to admit, bringing up Grayson Dolan was pretty clever. At the height of all these allegations and stories going around, both of the twins unfollowed me, not wanting to be associated, and fans started speculating that the rumors could be as to why. Too bad that aside from our pre-planned collaborative jokes that happened in the Sister Squad videos, me and Grayson flirting, nothing ever happened between us. And when all this went down, I knew Jeffree was lying because the twins were two of the first people to call me and make sure that I was okay. I already mentioned Zach, and I still have no idea who the Cameron Jeffree is referring to in this message is, but he also brought up Sam last, who we also already talked about. Later on that day though, Jeffree was right. Sam did upload a video to his YouTube channel telling the whole story. He left out almost all the details and included an illegally recorded FaceTime call, which was on May 2nd. Told you to remember that. But even through all of this, he still managed to get the point across that our interactions were 100% consensual. Next was Jeffrey's tweet to my little brother Ian. Now, I did say that this video was going to be solely based on facts, and I of course can't prove what Jeffrey was trying to imply here, and I don't want to put words into his mouth. But since it's now open for speculation, might as well clear the air. Ian actually went home for a few different reasons, but it's temporary. He had to get his wisdom teeth taken out, and he's also working on different modeling opportunities in New York City, and I am so incredibly proud of him. But he was also having a really hard time in LA. Dealing with a public breakup and negativity online sent him into diagnosed clinical depression, which he is now being treated for, and he wanted to be with my parents. Nothing more. Last but finally not least, Jeffrey posted this tweet claiming he hadn't seen me since February and that Nate banned me from their home. Now, this so-called ban is the first time I'm ever hearing of this, and I just think it's really funny that Jeffrey brought this up, considering the fact that he's tweeted me twice in between February and now saying that he missed me. Regardless, he ended that tweet by saying I was a danger to society and everything in Tati's video was 100% true. Adding insult to injury, not only did Jeffrey text me, but he also went out of his way to text my best friend, Drew, this lovely message trying to turn him against me. Jeffrey's messaging about me both in private and in public was hurtful, defamatory, extremely excessive, but most importantly—
Everybody, good morning. How is everyone doing? Okay, so a lot's happened this week. I have been on set for a few days, doing something really major and magical. It took 24 hours total to do everything. So I haven't really been on my phone. I haven't really been on social media, and I'm just catching up on everything. And I have a few things to say. It's been a very crazy week in the beauty community with some of my friends and everything that's going on. So I just want to touch on a few things really quickly. If you're someone that watches me and likes makeup and my dogs, skip through all of these until you see a picture of a handbag or something cute. But if you are aware of everything that's going on this week in the beauty community, then let's have a chat. All right, so all week I've been getting a lot of questions about a tweet that I sent out. Now, after my friend Tati Westbrook uploaded her video about James Charles, a lot of people had opinions. A lot of people that had been feeling some type of way for a while were finally starting to speak out and say things, and I sent out a very big tweet that caused a lot of reactions. So I want to address that because you guys deserve an answer, and I want to touch on a few things. Now, I stand by everything I said. I want to start off by saying that. But I do regret, and I don't say that often, but I do regret sending out that tweet. Things on my end could have been handled behind closed doors, 100%. I was very hot-headed. I had seen a lot of disturbing things behind the scenes, my man, and Nathan was really grossed out by a lot of behavior that he saw. He took a trip with me and James, and it went really bad, and things were never the same after that. And I am in love with my man. Me and Nathan, we are like this, and I will always respect his opinion. So me and James started to get distant, and things got really weird. But that doesn't mean I don't love and care about someone. Because I said one sentence does not erase the history we have. It doesn't mean that I don't care about someone. And I want to get a little deep for a second, because guess what? This person right here, has had a history of horrible, dumb mistakes. So there is no way that I'm saying, James, bye. No, that's not it. He needs to learn, he needs to grow, and he needs better people around him. Because the circle that's there, they're all yes men, and they're not helping him. I think that everyone deserves second chances. And I think that sometimes people deserve third and fourth chances. He's young, of course, he needs to grow. There's no, well, he should. No, he needs to grow. And he will learn from this experience, 100%. I've learned from all my past mistakes, and I continue to apologize for dumb, horrible shit that I said a long time ago. I will apologize for those things, really, until the day I die. So this is just me letting you guys know my thoughts. There's no ill will. I know James is very angry. I fully get it. I just want to say that I hope he takes some time off and actually mentally heals and just gets in a better place, because there's a lot going on, and when you have a massive audience and you have big responsibilities, you have to be careful with that power. All right, now I've been on Twitter this morning. I want to address one more thing, because people, listen, I've had a crazy career, y'all. 15 years in the game. I'm an OG. I come from a crazy past. And I've also addressed so many things. But whenever a situation happens and I do comment or say something, which half the time I need to keep my mouth shut, but we're all human beings with feelings and emotions, and we are allowed to have those. But I'm going to say this one time only. Do not compare my situation to anyone else's ever, okay? I'm in a long-term, amazing relationship with Nathan, and a lot of people may not understand that. He only was with women before me. I know that may be a crazy concept, but don't compare my situation to someone else's ever. I have talked about my past. I've talked about my at length, and a lot of people may forget that. Rewind. There is a very big video on my channel called The Truth About My Relationship, and I dive in deep about straight Nathan and our entire history. So if anyone wants to try me, go replay that, please. Thank you. And also, when me and Shane filmed our first series last summer, we dove fully into that stuff. And even James was in the room for some of it on camera. So if anyone wants to misconstrue things, don't try me. And also, people are like, Jeffrey, there's a lot of tweets being deleted. Girl, if people try to re-drag up about you every 6 months, you'd want them deleted too. There's already screenshots. I'm not hiding anything. I'm just tired of hearing about that subject. So you can take a 4-second video clip and a bunch of old tweets and try to spin a narrative. Not today, baby. Listen, I never knew that I was going to find my soulmate and the person that I was going to fall in love with, ever. I spent a lot of my time in the whole 20s single, alone, and just very, dark times. But the place that I am in right now is so healthy and great, and everything is good. So I will never let strangers try to dictate my feelings or make me out to be someone that I'm not.